Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Coin is Extra interview session. So today is going to be so much interesting. We have personalities in the ecosystem, in the blockchain and cryptocurrency ecosystem, who will be joining us. So we'll be talking about entrepreneurship through Zen Coin. So we have Yanis Hamani. Yanis Hamani is the CFO of Zen Coin. He will be also be translating for us. Yanis, you're welcome.
Thank you very much for this invitation to your Coin News Extra meeting. Thank you.
Okay, also joining him is Jihad Aziz Ohazani. Jihad, you're welcome to Coin News Extra.
Hi, thank you. Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to have you. So, how is it over there in Morocco? How's the situation there?
We're doing well. We follow the instructions, and we're very strict with everything that the government asked us to do. And as you can see, we're in the office working, locally working. Everything is fine. We have some hard times, but everything's fine.
Okay, that's good. Briefly, we want to know brief about you guys and how you got into the ecosystem.
Alors, on y est arrivé en 2018, en avril 2018. Nous avons eu l'idée de développer cette crypto-monnaie et surtout à développer la première blockchain africaine Wetio. Donc, cette blockchain qui vise à soutenir et en fait, à loger beaucoup d'applications, notamment des dApps qui sont en cours de développement. Et cette blockchain, elle a surtout beaucoup de particularités. Donc, c'est la première blockchain participative. Lorsque vous procédez, par exemple, à l'extraction du Bitcoin, vous obtenez la récompense maximale due à votre travail de minage. Avec Wetio, les mineurs acceptent de partager les récompenses de manière différente. C'est-à-dire que vous avez 25% qui vont pour les ONG et les startups, les entrepreneurs, vous avez 25% pour les gouvernements, donc directement dans les caisses des trésors des États africains, et 50% pour les mineurs. Donc, on a créé un impôt mondial vers l'Afrique, en quelque sorte. Et sur la blockchain Wetio, nous avons développé, donc, avant la blockchain, nous avons développé le Zincoin, qui est la première crypto-monnaie qu'on a faite, et qui était donc un token au départ, et qu'une fois que la blockchain Wetio a été développée, nous avons migré donc le Zincoin sur la blockchain Wetio. Et aujourd'hui, nous avons développé une deuxième crypto-monnaie qui s'appelle le Ziri et qui est aussi en devenir, qui aspire à passer sur la blockchain Wetio. Donc voilà, et donc depuis ça fait 2 ans et tout se passe très très bien et on continue, on avance.
Okay, so Jihad Ghazali said that they had the idea in 2018 to create a cryptocurrency and the first blockchain for and by African people. So we start with the launching of the Zincoin. We start as a near C20 till we develop the blockchain Wetio. Zincoin aimed to support and reward African entrepreneurs, startups, NGOs, governments, all with the all this hosting on Wetio, which is the first participative blockchain. If you understand, I'm going to explain myself. When you proceed to the mining of the Bitcoin, for example, your miner, okay, you receive 100% of the mining work, which is supposed to be normal. You got me? But with Wetio, we have a contract with our miners that accept to share the fees of the mining. So you have 25% rewards for the NGOs, for the association, for artists, 25% for the governments who will accept to host the service on the blockchain Wetio. As well, we are in good relationship with the Burkina Faso for the moment and other African countries that we cannot speak about for the moment. And 50% for the miner himself. And then we have another particularity is that we have a high scalability for this blockchain. Our transactions take 3 seconds from one wallet to another one. So instead of going into a laborious process, we decided to make our own blockchain and to host all the dApps or applications that all the African entrepreneurs we want to do, to create their own startups and to go, far as well.
Interesting what you guys are doing and how you came about it. Is very nice to know that. So one of the aims of Zcoin is to support and reward African entrepreneurs with innovative ideas. How have you been achieving that?
Comment est-ce qu'on a accompli cela?
C'est-à-dire?
In which way?
Yeah, as one of the aims of Zcoin is to support and reward African entrepreneurs. That's what I saw on your platform with innovative ideas. How have you been achieving that?
It starts from an idea. Comment on est arrivé à cette conclusion?
C'est une réflexion qui date, c'est une vision qui date de plusieurs années en fait avec le CEO Karim Ben Abdelkader et c'est surtout en corrélation directe avec l'état actuel du système mondial. On n'est pas sans savoir que forcément le système bancaire, la dette arrive à un niveau qui commence à être critique. Et que forcément, notre alternative, et surtout l'Afrique a toujours su se positionner sur les technologies, même en ratant certaines étapes. De la même manière que l'Afrique n'est pas passée au téléphone fixe, mais directement. On peut dire que beaucoup d'Africains n'ayant pas de compte bancaire peuvent passer directement à la crypto-monnaie avec tout le monde a un smartphone, donc une wallet, si vous voulez. Donc, c'est plus simple. Donc, c'est dans cet effort-là, dans cette vision-là de vouloir se positionner et d'apporter des solutions, des alternatives qu'a été pensé le projet.
So I'm going to translate. So Zcoin starts with a vision, okay? The vision that in 2008, for example, we leave the crisis, and from there born the Bitcoin, okay? We see that we take the bet. Our team took the bet 3 or 4 years ago that the world will go through another crisis, a huge crisis in 2008. Okay, so we start our communication based on this, that we don't want any more of this system. We don't want any more to be part of the banking activities. We want really to take part of a new era. You see the point? So we want to show the path to all the African continent, say that, okay, we can do it, we're Africans, we can do it in our own path, with our own technology, and with what we want. So from there starts the development of the Zcoin, then of the blockchain, with the particularities of the African needs.
Yes, talking about the African needs and helping entrepreneurs, well, I want us to understand how is the state of entrepreneurship in Africa that made you to come up with Zcoin?
Et quel est l'état de l'entrepreneuriat en Afrique et comment est-ce qu'on fait Zcoin?
Alors, les états de l'entrepreneuriat en Afrique, c'est un peu compliqué à définir. Malheureusement, à ce jour, on n'a pas une vision claire de cela, mais nous avons identifié les problèmes qui ont généré cette situation. Donc, les monnaies en Afrique avec le franc CFA, qui est une preuve évidente du néocolonialisme, le colonialisme qui n'a jamais arrêté. Il y a beaucoup de corruption aussi, la corruption de masse, à cause d'un manque de traçabilité des fonds et l'intervention d'Occident dans les idées africaines innovantes de développement qui tuent les entrepreneurs. Mais il y a aussi de nombreux points positifs. La population qui est jeune, énormément de jeunes gens en Afrique. Je crois qu'il y a plus de 75% qui a moins de 25 ans. On en est là. De nombreuses idées innovantes, donc le désir de réussir, l'émulation des gens entrepreneurs et puis surtout l'adoption massive des crypto-monnaies. Donc voilà, il y a de l'espoir, il y a des choses à faire.
Okay. So the state of the entrepreneurship in Africa is kind of complicated to define. Unfortunately, to that day, we don't have, on this, but we identify the issues that generated this situation. For example, the crisis in Africa with the CFA franc, which is clear proof of neo-colonialism, the mass corruption due to the lack of traceability of the funds and all these kind of activities, and then the intervention of the Occidental system in the kind of different ideas which emerge from Africa that kills the young entrepreneurship in Africa. I explained, for example, you're a young African entrepreneur, you have a good idea, French people or I don't know, German people come to you, say, okay, we're gonna give you this money and we're gonna take the idea and do it in our way. But there is many positive points in Africa. Like we have more than 75% of the population that there is under 25. We have many innovative ideas because we don't have too much tools. So we have to be creative to find our way and to succeed. We have the emulation of the young entrepreneurs, and then we have the mass adoption of the cryptocurrency. So one of our analysis showed that African who heard about cryptocurrency are totally fan and want to use it or already use it.
Interesting to hear that and how the ecosystem, the entrepreneurship is in Nigeria. So having discovered this, are there some project that Zincoin is doing in Africa to onboard entrepreneurship or to support entrepreneurs?
Quels sont les projets que le Zincoin a déjà commencé ou va commencer pour l'Afrique, pour aider les jeunes dans l'Afrique en général, les entrepreneurs?
Alors, le Zincoin, pour l'instant, a fait son entrée sur les marchés et donc on est en attente de recevoir des projets. On commence à recevoir des idées, notamment au Burkina Faso où nous avons rencontré beaucoup de startups, dont notamment un incubateur là-bas qui accueille plus de 70 startups avec qui nous sommes en partenariat. Donc voilà, on a fait beaucoup de choses au Burkina Faso, on s'est déplacé là-bas, on a rencontré du monde et voilà. Donc comment ça va se passer? Ça sera le Zincoin aidera, enfin. Le Zincoin aidera. C'est plus la blockchain, c'est la blockchain Wetio qui permettra réellement de soutenir les jeunes entrepreneurs et les idées, parce qu'à travers la blockchain Wetio, on pourra mettre en place des dApps. Donc, c'est des systèmes de dApps, tu pourrais expliquer ça. Et à travers ça, donc on reçoit des projets, on reçoit des demandes et on étudie ça. Et ce qui nous semble être cohérent et qui a de l'avenir, à ce moment-là, on le logera sur la blockchain Wetio et on pourra aussi injecter aussi l'amorçage, capital d'amorçage éventuellement. Donc voilà, tout est en cours d'étude et puis on avance et on essaie d'évoluer petit à petit.
So Gerard told you that we already like working on the field. For example, in Burkina Faso, we met a lot of people, some ministers, even the emperor of the Burkina Faso, to shoot the ideas, and we made some partnership there, including an incubator, which includes 70 companies that we are working on, and we just based on Wetio, on the blockchain that Zincoin. Zincoin is just a tool. Wetio is the solution. Why? Because Wetio will host this project from the young entrepreneurs. Okay, they will create dApps, and after we have to make a validation and of this project. And so we can now include them on our ecosystem with you. Then they can make ICOs, IEOs, take part on our future exchange to do all this work. So it starts really from the development of the dApps.
Interesting. Having seen what Zincoin is doing to encourage young entrepreneurs in Africa. So we know what we are facing currently in the world, this COVID-19 pandemic that is ravaging the world. It's really affecting nations and economies. Has COVID-19 really been a challenge to what you are doing?
Alors, est-ce que le Covid a été un challenge pour nous?
Non.
Clearly no.
Pas particulièrement. Le Covid a plus, en fait, ça a accéléré les choses dans le sens où beaucoup de gens finalement se sont tournés, ont eu le temps avec le confinement, notamment en Europe, de découvrir la crypto-monnaie, de découvrir le Zincoin d'investir justement sur ce projet.
So good for us. The COVID-19 don't have just negative effects. Like during the COVID-19, we saw that first price increasing, like up to 100% of the price since the price of the start of the price. People like took the time to understand cryptocurrencies, to understand the Zincoin and how it works. So they're at home, educated themselves, and start buying Zincoin and support the project. So clearly, COVID-19 was not a challenge for us. Things really gone well for us at this time. So regarding our goals, our objective, and all our vision. So the Zincoin was there telling the people years ago that during the end of 2019 and the start of 2020, all this gonna happen. So our investors, community, everybody was ready for this kind of crisis. And when people were in lack of money, they received benefits from the Zincoin. So the first investment, so they have the rate of 250 times the first investments since November. So we did our, we came on the markets in November 2018, a few months after the COVID, and people had enough money to survive this crisis with the Zincoin and with you.
Yeah, that's very nice to hear when other sectors of the economy is suffering and the blockchain, we know how it is. Things are getting more especially to know that Zincoin is boom. Well, that's very interesting. So before we draw the curtain on today's episode of Coin News Extra interview, what's your own closing remark? What do you have to say before we draw the curtain?
Quelque chose à rajouter?
Oui, bien sûr. Je voudrais aussi rajouter, donc, tout à l'heure, on a parlé du Burkina Faso. On a mis en place au Burkina Faso, je ne sais pas si tu l'as dit ça.
Ça, je l'ai pas dit.
Tu n'en as pas parlé. Alors, pour la première fois, on a mis en place des ATM, donc des distributeurs automatiques de Zincoin, qui permettra aux habitants de Ouagadougou d'acheter directement du Zincoin sur les machines, avec du franc CFA et d'acheter du Zincoin. Donc, c'est déjà un premier moyen pour commencer à se propager en Afrique. Et autre chose aussi, le Zincoin est désormais accepté par plus de 150 pays comme moyen de paiement grâce à CoinPayment, avec l'aide de CoinPayment. Donc, sur plus de 2 millions de sites Internet dans le monde, on peut aujourd'hui payer en Zincoin dans plus de 150 pays. Donc voilà. Et par rapport aussi, alors pour le Covid-19, pour revenir là-dessus, sur cette période-là, ça nous a permis aussi de faire pas mal d'humanitaire, notamment ici au Maroc, on a distribué de la nourriture, des denrées, parce que parmi les investisseurs Zincoin, il y a des gens qui ont participé aussi avec leur Zincoin pour qu'on participe à une cagnotte, une collecte pour aider les gens qui, dans des différentes contrées reculées, se sont retrouvés en manque de nourriture. Donc, on a pu aussi aider beaucoup de gens, notamment aussi on a creusé un puits, on a aidé au financement du forage d'un puits dans une région reculée du Maroc. Donc voilà, et donc voilà, c'était un plaisir en tout cas de vous rencontrer, de discuter avec vous.
So he said that the team is actually working on planning the elaboration of the strategies that will link up with our technology. For example, we will receive this week or the next week the first ZTM. The ZTM is a Zincoin ATM. So it will make it's the first cryptocurrency ATM in Africa that will be based in Ouagadougou for the beginning and will help the spreading of the Zincoin across Africa. So people of Ouagadougou will buy and sell their Zincoins on these ATMs. Also linked up with the fact that we are now listed on CoinPayments, which allow more than 2 million shops to accept Zincoin. So you see that it's really start to face the problem of the European currencies in Africa, because we cannot call them African currencies. So it's really to face them and to tell them like African do the things. Also, during we were supposed to make a tour during if it was a normal time, but during the COVID-19, we helped our population around us and many people. Like for example, we make the distribution of tons of food to help people in need, and then also we dig a well for a part of a Moroccan village which didn't have water for 15 years. So all this with the help of the community and people who accept to pay Zincoin especially for this foundation to help these people. So this is Zincoin and the community, of course. So, and also he said like, thanks a lot for taking time for this interview, and we hope to see you soon.
Thank you very much, Yanni Samani, for joining us today, and also thank you, Jihad Aziz, for joining us. It's our pleasure.
Welcome.
Thanks a lot. Goodbye.
Glad to know what you guys are doing in Africa amazingly well. To see such an amazing team coming out of Africa is very, very encouraging, and I like it. I really, really like it.